Here we go. In 5, 4, 3. Hello and welcome to Betsndat, the best sports betting podcast on the planet. And we're very excited. Big news today. Charlie's got a shirt that fits. Welcome to the show. We've got Chimes here, Chaz are there, Zeke here. My name is Nate, and we've got a lot to get through today. And as always, we like to start off with what we're grateful for.
I'm grateful for my family. Shout out to my mum and my partner Bridie. But I'm especially grateful for one of my best mates, Annie Soama, aka Mr. Cobalt. One of the most humble and loyal guys I know. I've known him for 20 years. And when we first met, he wanted to give me hiding. He thought I was a cocky guy.
You are?
But, sorry, a cocky trumpet player is what he thought I was. But no, we've been best mates since we're 12, 13. And it's also his birthday on Tuesday, Tuesday 11th. So love you also.
Hey, what's his technique like? What's his secret sauce? Because, man, there's not an ounce of fat on him. And he looks like a full-time bodybuilder.
Yeah, Well, you know, he's also like shifting careers as well. So he might be becoming,
no way,
the next Mr. Olympia.
You know how you guys work out like at the same time? What happened?
I was pretty good nick before I joined the show, man.
Nah, you're looking awesome, man. You're looking awesome.
Thanks, Oos.
Chaz.
Yeah, my grateful thing for this week is my beloved Blues are on the board.
Yeah.
First win for this weekend. So, happy to see the boys get a win. Wasn't the prettiest, but a win's a win.
Yeah, we'll take it.
I'm thankful for the app CapCut to make these edits. I realize how hard Tony's got it, man. Sorry, Tony, we're rushing you with these with these deadlines, but yeah, making these edits and just clapping back at the Warriors fans, clapping their cheeks.
They had a rough weekend in Vegas. Hey, we'll get to that soon. I'm grateful for my baby mama for forcing me to go to the dentist and getting my tooth pulled. I tried to pull it myself and I ended up cutting the inside of my mouth.
But the hood?
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah. And then the swelling has just gone down, You know when you try and save a penny and you're like, I could do it myself. When those fobs try to fix the car, Yeah, I think there's a start of motor. Yeah, I did that and then I ended up in, wasn't a good situation, but yeah, she took care of the bill.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Shout out to baby mums. And, oh man, I'm really excited about what we're wearing today. Every episode always coming with a jersey representing a team. You're looking very sexy today.
Thanks, Oos.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Toko. This is the Tongan Rugby League team. Mate Tonga. And just, proud to wear them. I'm half Tongan, half Samoan. But I always support Tonga when it comes to the rivalry in sports.
Wait, you're Samoan and Tongan, but you only support Tonga?
When it comes to sports, I'm going to go with Tonga. Since I was a kid, man.
What's the trauma behind that?
I think I like the underdog, and growing up, it seemed that Manu Samoa was always a favourite over Tonga, and it just stayed that way.
Man. Have you guys got a rugby team, eh? Charlie was confused.
No, I seen the Moana, they've cancelled their game in Tonga.
Yeah.
The fields aren't up to scratch or something like that, I don't know. I think the locals are taking the field and I don't know.
Use the car park, you soft guys.
I'm ripping the Salimor rugby team. It's the current champions from last year. So just a few of the boys that played for Salimor. Trevor Leota, Murray Taulangi, Stephen Luatua, Joe Takori, just some of the legends of our game that did their grassroots through Salimor. So yeah.
Man, if you play village games, you're next level brutal.
Got a strong neck.
I'm not really wearing a sports team. It's more of a collab. It's a bar restaurant / cafe, I think, in Seoul. It's called Hills in Europa. Kind of like a westernized cafe in Seoul, in Korea. Yeah. I just wanted to flex that I went to Korea, but.
Is it because the restaurant owner thought you were like an All Black or like an NFL, and there's a picture of you like this on the wall?
Nah, shout out to my boy Carter, who's Korean. He bought this for me.
Nice. I'm rocking the old Richmond Rovers, Greyland Rugby League powerhouse, over 100 years old.
Reigning champs.
12 Fox Memorial titles, including 2024. Some big names, Nigel Vangana brothers. Actually, I don't know if are they brothers? Joe? No.
Cousins.
There you go. and soon to be a CD now running out of there. But shout out to the guys for hooking this up. Shout out to Selinga, the man.
Nice.
Very nice. Yeah. One day, yeah, I'd like to actually wear a jersey I've played a game in.
This Friday was.
Fame's game, the My FM game. Nah, like proper game.
What's the My FM game like? Is that like they smash?
Nah, I think it's they're called the My FM wannabes, and they're playing the Te Aratu Roosters.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
And you're having a jam?
Nah, no one invited me. Charlie, you're going to love this one. It's time to recap. It's time to recap last week's bets. Chimes, you want to kick things off with how your Bring a Leg went?
Yeah. Happy with another Super Rugby lock heading on the weekend. Mark Telea, anytime scorer. Scored, I think, a good try in the 70th minute. Breaking 3 tackles on the way to the line. And yeah, as Charlie said earlier, Blues off the mark with their first win. But they nearly gave the game away.
Yeah.
So really lucky that they held on.
You know, it's cool. I said start with Bring a Leg and you do your lock.
Oh, sorry. No, I thought we'd do a recap.
Yeah.
Recap of both, but starting off Bring a Leg.
My bad.
No. So we'll transition. We'll go back to the lock.
Yeah.
We'll start with the lock.
Start with the lock?
Start with the lock.
Oh, mate, it's the same story for me. Lock will Bring a Leg, but I had the Waratahs versus a draw over 61. Over 62 points. That wasn't even close on the weekend. I think it was about 55 points. So, yeah, another 0 for this week's campaign. But, I don't know.
That's all right. We'll get to that soon. That's all right.
My one was probably it should have been stopped as a DQ. I think I had a Asu Amabayev Kazakhstan fighter in the UFC main event. He lost to Manel Cup. I think he got poked in the eye like bad twice, but it didn't even look like a good bet from the start. So yeah.
That's not your lock though.
No, that was Bring a Leg.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we don't.
No, yeah.
Sorry, man.
I love the whole segment.
Yeah. But my lock, was Raiders plus $2.5 $1.91 with ease, man.
With ease.
Have I ever lied to you, baby? Yeah.
Well, we'll break that game soon. So you hit your lock, I hit my lock. I took the under in the points total for the Warriors versus the Raiders. The line was 42.5 points, with the Raiders winning 30 points to 8. The Raiders did their job, like defensively. The Warriors just capitulated. Spell it. They just couldn't stop the offloads, and the Raiders just spanked them. So I was very lucky to win that one. If only the Warriors had a bit more heart, I would have won easy. They too scared to put their shoulder into the tackles, And I might as well give my Bring a Leg as well. I picked the draw to win against the Waratahs outright at $3.75. They were 12-point underdogs and only lost by 5 points, but with 2 minutes to go, they were leading that game. And again, they just shot themselves in the foot. So unlucky to lose that one. What was your Bring a Leg?
I had Caleb Tangitau to score the first, second, or third. And funny story.
He scored the fourth, right?
I didn't see the first half, and I just watched the highlight clips for the tries. And they showed that try first. So I was like, obviously when they show the tries, it's obviously how it happened. So I text the boys, boys, I'm in this week. But come to know it was the fourth try, so I missed out again. So yeah, just tough times at the moment, eh?
Well, speaking of your tough times, let's just pull the handbrake up for a second. Let's all just, as a collective, as brothers, as teammates, reputation is a big thing when it comes to sports betting, and there has to be a lot of trust involved. Shout out Trust Motors. But I think, how do you guys want to do this?
Well, I'll just start with my recap of my Bring a Leg after running a segment. It was actually Warriors over and under.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So obviously, that was over in the first half.
I was trying to do you a favour not bringing that up. So Charlie is 0 from 5 with his locks. You guys can be honest. The floor's open. Like, do we take his license away for a couple of weeks, or what do you want to do? Like, what's the best way to help him out in this situation?
I think some of the bets that he's placed have actually been good. There's been bad beats.
Mm.
Like, but I think we keep him on. It makes me look better. So people, when you comment on something, it's like, what do you know? You're not a professional. And then I say, hey, look at Charlie.
Oh, nice.
I agree. Like I thought you were gonna hit that week, man, or last week. I still believe in you, but I do think that you should be punished. So every time you don't hit, that you need to apologize eloquently in French. I want to see that tongue, man.
It doesn't matter what I say. Like, we're pretty much the majority. So if we could get a quick apology in French to our viewers, about not hitting your bets.
Désolé tout le monde. J'essaie, mais c'est pour maintenant c'est difficile, mais on continue. J'espère ce week-end j'ai gagné.
Bad girl, oui.
Tony, we'll get those subtitles ready, eh? Yeah. Very nice, Chazza. I'm excited for your bets this week. Yeah. The week that was, right? What happened in Las Vegas? The Warriors losing 30 points to 8 against the Canberra Raiders. And all of last year, I guess after the season, people were excited about the new additions and James Fisher-Harris, Metcalf getting his chance at 7, and it just fell to pieces. So I wanted to, get a discussion going between two of our brightest minds in the studio. And the question I want to ask, right? The question I want to ask is, will the Warriors make the 8 after what you've seen in round 1? This is between Chimes and Zeke. And who wants to go first? Obviously, you're going to say they are. And you're going to say they're not.
Yeah, I had them not making the 8 from even before that game. Just the whole Tohu Harris leaving as well last minute. Just a lot of change in their spine that I wasn't a fan of. A big change, and then who they replaced him with. I like Metcalf, but I don't think he's a 7, and I think he would need a more solid halfback to help him out. And I like Chance as well, but yeah, I think he's a bit behind the pace at the moment. Yeah.
Do you think that's why the Raiders foresaw that?
I don't know what happened there. Did he request I don't know if he requested to leave, or because he was a big part of their side.
I know he was a big part for the grand final run, and then the year after he was put in reserve grade.
Oh yeah, okay,
yeah, and then obviously he came to the Warriors. So I guess that's Zeke's argument for why they're not going to make the 8. What do you got?
Well, I still believe in them, but yeah, like that obviously wasn't a pretty showing. As Zeke said, when you lose not just one, but 3 key players. One's your captain, Tohu Harris, another's a halfback, Sean Johnson, and then the best prop in the game, Anthony Blake. Like, James Harris is a great player too, but they're totally different players. And, Adam is the reigning best prop in the game, right? Dalian prop of the year, whereas James Fisher-Harris was a few years ago. But it's not just down to 3 players. I felt like the whole team didn't turn up. There was some story going around that the Warriors coaches were on the piss and enjoying themselves in Vegas a couple of nights or so before the game.
Does that matter?
No, who knows, bro? Like, I've heard some people say it doesn't matter. That always happens in league culture. Like, obviously that's the staff, not the players. But, maybe they're enjoying themselves a bit too much before a huge game to start the season. Why don't you just, prepare properly and then go hard, and after the game, go, enjoy Vegas. But
how are they going to make the 8?
A lot has to go right, but it has to start up front. I felt like the forwards gave them no platform. So whether it's Metcalf, Prime Sean Johnson, Thurston, whoever it was, man, no one's going to operate with that forward pack. They were going backwards more than they were going forwards.
Man, I think Dylan Walker's price just went up, eh? He looked like one of the shining lights in their team in that sting performance. But yeah, I really like Dylan Walker. I think he's pretty important for that team, along with Wade Egan.
How come they won't put RTS at the back? What's the hold up? Because we know he's going to go there.
To the fullback?
Yeah.
No, I think they've at least for next few games, like the Sen experiment's over.
Yeah.
So he's like, they want him to be a winger, and I think he wants to too. So maybe he might even be second cover at fullback. It might be that Taupiki.
Yeah, I would put Taupiki.
Yeah, and that's his best position, and he's a rising star, or not star, but rising player in the Warriors setup that showed a lot of promise, and he deserved that start of the wing, but his best position is fullback.
So are you happy with that halves to grow?
I honestly thought it would be that Boyd guy, but I'm not sure if he's just injured or playing reserves.
He's playing New South Wales Cup this week.
Okay.
They've got a pretty stacked team this weekend.
I mean, I think like his combination with the way that they play, he would in long term be better with Metcalf, because I think Metcalf and shout out to Harris Tavita, their games don't really emerge in terms of directing the team. Like Harris Tavita to me is maybe a bit better off the interchange bench, but you know, it's just one game. You know, if they win next week by a good margin, are we saying, oh, they're in for the 8 again? You know, and maybe I'll just chalk it off like playing in Vegas, new to them. They probably had a bit too much fun. They weren't as prepared as the Raiders. But if they keep playing like that, it's not even about making the 8. They're wooden spoon favourites.
Yeah, well, I was scanning the old sites, and a lot of the Aussie media are saying that's probably the way they're stacked up at the moment. That's probably where they're going to end up.
I hope not, but yeah, they've got a great coach, a lot of young players. So yeah, it's a combination of just them turning up to training and then take it seriously and delivering on the pitch. And hopefully, if they play like that again in their home opener back in Auckland, then yeah, it's going to be a long season.
Do you think the Warriors marketing team has a lot to answer for? You know, like false advertising? Like even when they got a hiding, the clips they were showing, I was like, if I hadn't seen the score, if I hadn't seen the score of the game, I would have thought you guys won with the clips that you're posting.
I didn't even bother checking. I unfollowed them, I think.
Oh. Sorry, man. You want me to move on?
Nah, keep at it, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm good, man.
How about that other game, Panthers and the Sharks?
That was a good game. I only caught just before halftime onwards.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I actually thought before that game started, looking at the rosters, that the Sharks were going to, you know, and they played really well, but the Panthers system is just relentless.
Yeah.
They were non-stop. And Moses Leota,
I always said he was better than Fisher Harris.
You know what?
It's always a
in
hot
terms
take
of
until
like
it's
your
not.
prop going forward, yeah, that's his game.
Overall.
I'm trying not to rub it in anymore. That's why I'm holding back. This is not the anti-Warriors show. But yeah, the Panthers beating the Sharks 28 points to 22. AFB was a standout for a lot of people that watched the game on either side. It didn't matter who was in front of him. He was just making yards.
He's the best, man. I miss him.
We'll have a quick scan over the next few games. Oh, there's a game on tomorrow night. Oh, sorry, tonight. Broncos Roosters, 10 o'clock. We'll just quickly go around the room, eh? Yeah, Broncos Roosters.
Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos.
Okay, here we go. Tigers Knights.
Tigers.
Yeah, I'll go Tigers, eh?
Knights.
I'm gonna have to go. I love the Tigers. I'm gonna have to go Knights. Yeah. Dolphins Bunnies.
It's a tricky one with it's moving. It's no longer a home game for Dolphins, but I'll still stick with Dolphins.
Yeah, the Bunnies.
Here's a tricky one. Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Bulldogs Dragons.
Team credit, bro. Bulldogs.
I don't know. It's a hard one. Probably Bulldogs, yeah.
I'll go Dragons in that one. Another Saturday night game with the Cowboys, Sea Eagles.
Manly.
And the last game of the round, the Eels versus the Storm on Sunday.
Storm Pumper.
Storm
50 or whatever.
Storm, baby. There we go.
Does he just pick all chalk favourites?
No. Who did you pick that was
No, Rabbitohs.
Rabbitohs, your only dog. No, I think they're favourites now because it's moved.
Are they?
Yeah,
No,
it's
still not.
because of the weather in Queensland. But maybe I'm wrong.
I think Mitchell Moses dropped out.
He's out definitely. So
Oh,
they don't know when he's coming back. Super Rugby, obviously Charlie's happy there in the corner. The way the Blues beat the Hurricanes over the weekend. I wasn't convinced, those.
Nah, neither was I. I was just happy they got a win to come 0-3 into the season. It's a tough way to get to the final. So to get a win wasn't the prettiest, but it's a win's a win. So.
They tried to give it away in that last 10 minutes.
It's going to be tough. They'll miss Hoskins this week, which is another guy that gets a lot of go forward for them.
as well, eh?
Yeah, Papali'i as well. So it'll be an interesting game.
Just a quick look at the other games that happened. That Highlanders Moana Pacifica game ended up being a two-point game in the end. A lot of people were taking Highlanders 13+, and I think the gap was quite huge at halftime.
Yeah, 31-10. It was an awesome game. It was each team had a half, and mate, Adi Savi is just beast mode, bro. Like crazy. It's just him against that Tawatawa Nawai,
Yeah.
the
second five?
Fijian second
Yeah,
five.
he's mean, eh?
He had his number all night.
He just hunted him down. It was just he would make his tackle, but he would try and drive him back 5 meters, and it was just crazy game.
Waratahs draw 29-24. We talked about that before. What's the draw got to do, man? What do they have to do? Because it's always the last 5 minutes.
But mate, they create things from nothing. Like they're not like any other team. Like they got to do phase play, build pressure, score their tries. The Fijian boys can just, mate, it doesn't matter what's in front of them. They just get a couple of offloads and then they're off. But I guess just in those last 5-10 minutes, just the errors are killing them. So they let them back. They let the other team off the hook, or just let them get away with the game. So
yeah. So the Chiefs are the powerhouse of the season so far, and they just beat, or not just, but they beat the Brumbies 49 points to 34. Brumbies look good, man.
yeah, it was a tough game, man.
Yeah.
It wasn't like obviously they pulled away towards the end, but it was a try for try. You didn't know who was gonna win, but the Chiefs just got too much firepower, bro. They just stacked in their backline, and so
An interesting game. I know we both watched, was the Force Reds game. The Force are they just seem to hang around.
they're like the Highlanders. They're just grafters. They just mahi dogs, bro. They just nothing flash, but they. I guess like comparing them to the other Aussie teams, those other teams have got all the Australian internationals,
Yeah.
and these guys just graft and they play to what they're good at, and they just got something to prove every week. Eh?
Yeah. What you call it? This weekend, in fact, we're going to quick scan of the games. We'll go around the room. Blues, Brumbies.
Blues.
Brumbies.
Brumbies. Draw Chiefs.
It's in Drew, eh?
It's in Fiji.
No, yeah, Chiefs.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, John.
Draw.
Oh, I like it.
Draw.
Ooh. Moana Pacifica Hurricanes, Saturday.
Man, I want to pick Moana, but I'll just go Canes. But Artie's going to cover up, though.
Moana.
Yeah.
Moana.
They got to make their move, bro. It's
You just hate Samoans. Eh? you hate that Artie's the Samoan captain, eh?
I think he's soft tongue.
Just we play for the Hurricanes. Waratahs Force, Saturday night.
Where is it? Out west. Out Western Australia.
I'll go to Tars.
I'll go Force.
Tars.
Force. And last game of the round will be Crusaders Reds, 3:30 Sunday game, Christchurch.
Crusaders.
Crusaders. Oh, very nice. Hey, you know what we forgot to do before? And just to round off what we've been doing since the start of the show is picking our best halves pairing, in our opinion, for the NRL this season. So we've done all our front rowers, our back rowers, our centre pairings, our wings, our fullback, and now it's just the 6 and the 7. So this is the glue that's going to hold it all together, and when the viewers will finally figure out who's eats when it comes to picking their best players. So Chimes, if you wanna kick us off with your 6 and 7 to complete your side.
Sweet. My 6 is Cam Munster. He's been one of my favourite players for a long time, and I do support Queensland as well, but I just feel like even though he's getting up in age, like he's still the best 6. Has no weaknesses, tough ass, and he's going to be sharing his house partner. It's going to be with the best player, Dalian, the rating champ, man. Well, rating Dalian player of the year, Jerome Hughes.
Ooh. Hey, we have full storm 6 and 7.
Yeah, and Harry Guy's my 9 as well, so I like having that combination in my spine.
Very nice. That's a very safe pick there you got there. Shazza?
Yeah, I've gone with Cameron Munster as well. Obviously the same reasons as my mate Chimes, but at 7 I've just gone with Nathan Cleary. I think after Saturday, after Vegas, I think the train just keeps on going. And
He hasn't really done anything in Origin though, eh?
He won for me, so I'm happy himself. But I think with Jerome with Jerome gone to the West Tigers, I think he'll get a bit more opportunity to shine too. So
Good picks.
I got Munster and Nathan Cleary as well. I think Luai is creeping up on Munster. Munster's getting a bit up there in age, but I think he's still the high class player that he is over the years. Yeah, and
Cool. So at 6, I got Ezra Mam. No. I'll joke.
You criminals.
Let me compose myself. At 6, I've got Jerome Luai. I wrote down 3 things: X Factor, big match performer, and he seems to find a good combination with whoever he partners with. Like, he complements the way they play.
Yeah, true.
He's able to change on the dime. And my 7, I've gone with Mitch Moses.
Whoa.
It's my boy, baby.
Yeah, so I've gone. I just like what he can do if he's given a good team, but he still performs well with a bunch of shitheads.
Have they played together in the New South Wales?
They played together in New South Wales. Awesome.
Yeah.
Carl.
Luai and
Moses and Luai. Did they play?
Yeah, they won it.
They won.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that will be my halves pairing: Mitch Moses
Yeah,
and
forgot about that one.
Jerome Luai.
Yeah, last year I tipped Moses man of the match in game 2.
Hey,
Was it game 2?
Game 2.
$10 man of the match.
nice.
Very nice. There you go. Lock it in, Tony. Thank you, sir. Man, here it is. It's time for us to talk about our bets. You ready to go this week?
There's a lot of doubt in my mind here, but nah.
Well, we'll start with the bring a leg first. We'll start with the bring a leg. Everyone on point? Yeah. Bring a leg?
Yeah.
Not the bring a lock. All right, this is our multi. So remember, with this one, the odds are quite high. And we always say, remember, this is not a guarantee. Neither is the lock, to be honest, but this one, these odds are high. We kind of have a feeling, done a bit of research individually on it, but the thing is we put them all together and they make a multi. So it's a 4-leg multi. We call it bring a leg, and everyone has a chance to add something to make the odds a bit higher. Chimes, what you got?
Cool. I'm sticking with Super Rugby for bring a leg, and I think the Blues game versus the Brumbies is going to be high scoring this Friday night. Weather's going to be good, and one of the Brumbies wingers, Andy Millhead, is paying $4, so I think that he can score a try, and it's good value for a winger. So I'll go with him as my bring a leg.
Finally came into the cat house, huh?
Chazza?
My bring a leg this week, I'm going with Bowden Barrett. Anytime try scorer, $2.80. He's at 10 this week, so obviously gets a lot more time with the ball. Hopefully, influence the game and see him get under the post.
Sweet. I've got one in the UFC, Rafael Fiziev. It's his first fight back from injury. He's taking on, it's a rematch against Justin Gaethje. I think Justin Gaethje, Fiziev's the better striker, but I think when Gaethje fights grapplers, he goes down, gets taken out a lot easier. When it's on the feet, he's a lot closer. But I think Fiziev will do enough to get the decision. Yeah.
Man, you know what? I could listen to this guy talk all day. So Gaethje was supposed to fight Dan Hooker? No.
Yeah, so Fiziev stepping in last minute. Hooker broke his hand.
Yeah. What's the price on that again?
$325 for decision. Yeah.
I guess a lot of people automatically, without, I guess, taking a second guess at it, will just automatically pick Gaethje, just for name value.
Yeah, name value.
For my bring a leg, I just want to start by saying I love the Blues. You know, they've been my team since '96, since they come into the comp. I still got the starting 15 of the final against the Natal Sharks stuck in my head. But in saying that, I'm picking the Brumbies to beat them outright. It's $5.
Oh.
So Tutu's been suspended for 3 weeks. Obviously, they've got a lot of chopping and changing going on their side. The Brumbies look decent against the Chiefs in their high-scoring game, and I still think they got quality players. And I've been seeing the price go up on the Brumbies side. I'm guessing because a lot of new Kiwis just like picking the Blues at Eden Park. But I feel like if they're going to lose a game, it'll be this one. And for the Brumbies to win a game, it'll be this one. Wow.
Damn. I think they're Brumbies
$5.
Yeah.
$5 to win.
They're like 12.5 favourites, I think, the Brumbies. Sorry, Dogs.
Dogs.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. I just don't trust the Blues at the moment. Yeah. So that's our bring a leg. This is the one. This is the one where everyone like tightens up a bit because reputation's on the line. And these are the ones that a lot of us, we consider our money makers, you know. It's like a lot of research, I think, goes into it. Ones that we back to win some money. Chimes, what you got?
Again, sticking with Super Rugby. And I picked them to win earlier when we went around, you know. But I think the Drua, they're playing back home in Fiji, and I think that they can cover against the Chiefs. Even though the Chiefs have been beating everyone by like double digits, including our Blues, The line's only plus 8.5 draw. So I think if they can upset, then they'll definitely cover. So yeah, plus 8.5 at $1.91.
I like that bit. Mm.
Yeah, my lock will laugh.
Oh wait, hold on. Are you sure? Are you sure?
My lock.
Yeah, put your back into
I'm
it.
going to take that little twisty out and lock. Now I've gone with the Brumbies 11 plus 11.5 against the Blues, paying 187. So I think the Blues can win, but a little buffer there for the Brumbies to hopefully get my first lock.
I feel like it's going to be a lot tighter because a lot of people have been reading saying it's going to be a blowout against the Brumbies.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know where that's coming from.
No, I don't. I think everyone's confidence kind of went up because of the game last week. They got their first win, and maybe all of a sudden it's going to change. And maybe it will. Bowden Barrett's at 10, and it could blow out. But just going off their form for the last 2 weeks, it's been tight games. So, yeah. I hope they win.
We believe in you, Chazza.
Yeah.
Sweet. Mine's in the UFC main event this weekend. It's Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. I've got my money on Ankalaev at $2.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
I've had some bad luck betting against Pereira these last 2 or 3 years, but I think this is if Magomed Ankalaev can fight to his strengths, like if he just consistently shoots takedowns and grapples, he's got the grappling upside. Yeah. I think this is an easy win, and the line will look stupid after the fact. But yeah, it's been widely regarded amongst MMA bettors that he's the best light heavyweight on the planet for the last few years now. He just goes away from his strengths, which is a bit of a headache for bettors. But yeah, when he mixes it all together, he does it well. And that's not anything against Pereira. I love that guy. He's probably the biggest superstar in the sport. But yeah, he just gets saved by his power. Like he's not a good fighter, a great fighter, but he just has that equalizer in his hands that will just save him from.
What's the chin like on the other guy?
It's all right. I think the danger would be in the Pereira's kicks, leg kicks.
Is this the best wrestler that Poatan's ever gone against?
Yeah. He's Dagestani as well.
Yeah.
That's what got the beard. But yeah, I've already got my money on it, quite a lot of money on it at the moment because he wasn't an underdog, it was even, but now he's shifted to the underdog. But I think late, closer to the fight, a lot of casual money will come in on Pereira just for name value. Yeah, if he can just avoid getting knocked out early, I think the swamp's going to form, man. And
has he been knocked out before? This guy that's fighting Alex?
I think it was like a TKO.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But early in his career, yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, like how are you feeling, confidence wise?
Probably about a 8.
Oh yeah.
But if all he has to do is just fight to his tricks, and I think he wins easy.
Nice.
But yeah.
Oh man, something to look forward to, eh? For my lock this week, it's for the Broncos versus the Roosters game, and I've taken the line for first half tries for the Sydney Roosters to be under 1.5. Which is at $1.87. I think apart from Tedesco, that spine's got no creativity. And I think Magic's going to make a statement with defence. And usually, they'll muck around in the second half. But in their first half, I don't think the Roosters may score a try. I don't think they'll score 2 in their first half. So I'm taking that as my lock for this week.
So what's the bet?
Under 1.5 tries for the first half for the Roosters.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
At $1.87. Wow.
That's a good bet.
Good bet. Good bet.
Yeah, I like your bet.
Good bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like all of them.
Oh, man, I'm excited this week. Oh, hey, Charlie. No, my heart's with you, man.
Your heart's
Does anybody, I feel like, it's a big deal for us, Does anybody want to offer some words, some advice for Charlie, to think about when we're watching this game together as a unit?
Have you seen that meme where the two guys are digging and one guy gives up and the other guy is still digging and he gets the diamonds?
Yeah.
That's your betting.
This week or the next week or?
Hey, with that's us, man. See you guys later.